Okay. Ooh. It shows a lot, doesn't it? It shows my grubby background. All right. So, what are we doing here? Can send messages. Excellent. Let's have a look. I'm going to start organizing these. Oh, we've got a couple people in here. Hello, people. I don't know who's in here. I am today trying to plan my Project Pan products for 2025. Now, I have a few ready to go. Hello, Persistent Fantasy. Yolanda, hey, made it to a live. Look, I didn't announce this. Hi, Katie. I didn't announce this. I just thought the kids are out. Sydney, hello. I need to film soon. I'm going to film with Hayley and do a beauty news video. Hello, Mary. But I thought, before leading up to that, I need to figure out what I'm going to use for my Project Pan. So I thought I'll get you to help me figure out. It's 2 a.m. in Europe. Oh, look, I value sleep very much. So, Miss June, if you can't stick around, I am definitely not offended. Hello, Emma. Oh, that's so sweet. Highlights of my videos have been the highlight of 2024. Sounds like as exciting 2024 as my 2024 was, which was pretty boring. But hello. It's good to see everyone here. Yolanda was playing Xbox. What were you playing? What game? Do you know what? I'm so looking forward to my kids being a little bit older and more independent so I can play video games again. It's one of the things that I so badly miss. But even if I have like an evening where I'm like, I can play a game, the problem is that I then can't play it for like a month and I just forget what I'm up to. I forget the story. I forget the controls. For somebody in winter, you being in summer makes me... No, it is 36 degrees at this very moment. It's going to be 40 degrees today. I don't know where you are, but let me do a calculation for you. 40 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit is 104. So it's shit. Don't feel jealous. I'm sitting in here not wanting to go outside because it's like an oven. I'm just under the aircon trying to keep cool. And also, one thing, I don't know if you probably haven't been to Australia, our sun is brutal. People are scared of spiders and snakes. No, the sun will kill you. Like, we went to the pool yesterday. I bought my kids these giant wide brim hats, like completely cover their face, slather them in sunscreen. They have to wear pretty much like a rashy top that goes down to like the bottom, like their hands, and then I sunscreen their hands, and then they have to wear like rashy long sleeve, long shorts. It is brutal. Like, and the thing is, it's the kind of brutal that like I see people walking around. Oh, Hayley messaged. Sorry, I'll talk to her soon. Yeah, it's insane. So do not feel jealous. We're surviving. But hello, everyone who's joined me. What am I going to pan this year? I'm glad you asked, Miss June, because I don't know, and that's what I'm asking your help with. Okay, so I have pinpointed a couple of things that I'm going to pan, but I want opinions. So I'm rummaging around trying to get things out. I've got a tub ready to go to put the products in when we have decided. And then what I might do is I might then film an intro soon, maybe today, and have it up later. Yeah, miss the sunshine. Look, our sunshine is like radioactive sunshine. It will turn you red or turn me red in like 5 minutes. And I found out it's actually a type of eczema. Didn't even realize, and like I think Instagram told me. I get a type of eczema that when I'm in the sun, like later that day, I get these little dots all over my hands and arms, and they're really itchy. I didn't even know that was a type of eczema, but apparently it is. So I actually am sort of semi-allergic to the sun. So when you see me out in the sun, I am like almost covered head to toe. Maybe like legs are out, but that's about it. It is full on. Anyway, so that positive note, I am actually very proud of myself. If I open up my base drawer, it used to be my base drawer, it is now mainly a nail polish drawer, and I don't actually have many base products. So I've got one concealer, and I got that last week in the Mecca Boxing Day sales. It's this one, Steeler. I only got it because it was half price and I didn't have concealer. That's how good I'm doing, almost too good. But I very much want to pan this. It's one of my oldest foundations in my collection, so Revlon Color Stay. But as you can probably see, I'm wearing it today. It's down to here. So this is going to go very quickly. So I thought, help me pick another one to then follow on with. I've got a cat hair on my nose. Oh, there it is. You know those really fine ones that are really annoying? Lipsticks that don't end up Mary Poppins. Oh my God. Yeah, that's what I've got to talk about. I'm like, I was planning on incorporating a lot of little minis, but I'm like, that's too risky because they're going to go. Oh, is it Sarah or Sarah? 2 a.m. in Spain. You guys are up very late. I go to bed at like 9:30 these days. So go you good thing. Live your best life. And welcome. Thank you for joining at 2 a.m. You must be so tired. Anyway, so I'm going to pan this one, but I'm thinking of panning another foundation. Now, I've got my drawer here. I also don't have many primers to pan, but I'm thinking of panning one of these sort of illuminating ones because I have a lot of them and I never use them. So I've got this Misha, what is this, BB Boomer? Is that what it's really called? Boosting Cream. And it's essentially one of those sort of white ones that have that iridescence to them. I'm going to pan this up. But have a look. So it's got that sort of, it's got that pink sheen to it. Like, do I need that in my life? No, but apparently it's supposed to make your base sort of stay longer. I don't know. So I'm going to pan that. But I do need opinions on other things. Do I attempt... I've got this in a box. I don't even know if this is good. This is from like 4 years ago. Do I attempt to use it again? Do I throw it out? I don't know. What do I do? We'll leave that to the side. We'll figure that one out. The only other ones I really want to pan that are kicking around, I'll show you what I've got in here. There's not much, to be fair. I think I'm doing really, really well. So you know that I bought my Maybelline one, which I really like. I don't want to pan that. It's super fresh. Earlier this year, I got my Huda one. Not panning that. Super fresh. And the only other foundations I have, I've got 2 Morphe ones. Happy to pan those. They're quite nice. I just have to mix 2 colors to make them work. And then I've got 2 Giorgio Armani ones. One I got on clearance, which is the Designer Lift. One I bought and it is the completely wrong shade. So I have to mix them together. So I'm happy to pan these. I'm happy to pan these. These could all go this year for all I care. So let me know what you think. Smell it. Yeah, how risky is it? Good point. Hey, it's not even been opened. I've had it for so long. You're right. You're right, Carla. You're right. I don't even know if this is my shade anymore. Can we open it up? Pan the Giorgio, yeah. It smells fine. Maybe I pan this one because it's so... Check for the actual date. Look, that's the first time I've actually opened it. So there is no air in it. So the date would be old because I know I got it ages ago. But it, like... I might try it. It's got SPF 15. That's not much. Do I avoid it if it's got SPF 15? Okay, definitely Lancome. I agree. I think I at least give this a try. Pan the Armani and the Huda. Huda is like 4 months old. So I'm not panning it because it is one of the most fresh foundations in my collection. So these ones aren't going to be panned this year, but I will wear them when I want to wear them. If I have a problem, yes. What I'll do is I'll put this in the panning pile. I will try it. If it's garbage or it's breaking me out, it's not something is weird, I will just turf it. That's what whoa, that nearly broke my computer. Oh, did it make a little dent on my trackpad? Okay, don't hold up things. That's all right. Good old trackpad. Ooh, it's a brand new as well. All right, don't hold up things with iffy lids. Okay, these ones are going to go for now, but these are on the chopping block later. They're fine. They're totally usable. No issue with it, but I like the other ones better. Okay, so far we've got these. I also have this out. This is my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. It is like doing really well. So all right, big trackpad. It just has a little scuff on it. It's totally fine. I'll just move my laptop back a little bit. So I don't know if I'll put this one in. That's going to be an easy one to get progress on. But let's look up another one. Again, I've got some oldies. This is another one. Another Smashbox Primer Water in a limited edition citrus. And that, again, very old and then barely used. So this one will be, I think, after that. Let's do it. Oh, we got a couple of Polish people here. Welcome. I didn't even know I had people that would watch me from Poland. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, now we're getting to the fun stuff. We're going to be talking about, powder is boring. Let's pull powder out. I've got two powders I want to focus on. I've got the Nakia Joy Pressed, and I like this powder. The only reason I decided to pan this one is because it's almost done anyway. So it's sort of like easy breezy. But one that I don't really like, but it's good to use up in summer, is this Pixie one. So this one is a translucent powder. It's one of those white ones that make your face really matte. Yay, Andy with an I made it to alive. Welcome. I'll sweltering Sydney. It's super hot here as well. Oh, it's horrible. So this one I want to go just because I'm never going to use it any other time of the year. Do the older primer waters have a bit of a funky smell? No, these ones smell really good because these are the limited edition scented ones, and they haven't changed scent, if that's what you're asking. They smell the same. They smell like quite synthetic, but that's how they've always smelled. Yeah, look, if it starts going a bit funky, again, I am not scared to get rid of them, but that's what I'm going to focus on. Now we're getting to the fun color stuff. Now I have picked a blush that I want to use because I've got a lot of blushes, to be fair, and this one I feel like it's going to be easy because fake blushes I find are super easy to pick up a lot of product on your brush. Oh, there's me. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Mecca Glow. So it was a limited edition one just for Mecca. Now, I got this one in PR ages ago, back when I used to get PR, which I don't really get anymore besides GLAMINATRIX and Pixie send me random stuff as well. This one is very corally, but it looks very pink. I'm wearing it on my cheeks today. It's actually not highlighter enough-ish for what I like, but I think I could totally use it. Pan the Pixie first and then the Nakia Joy second. I think that's a good point. What I might do is actually pan them at the same time, use the Pixie one to set my makeup, and then bring the Nakia Joy one with me, like if I want to do touch-ups or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I think I could do them both at the same time. Anyway, I'm thinking of targeting this one because I don't want it. I never used to use it because it was too pink and bold, but since I'm sort of into blushes lately, I can kind of rock a bit of a bold blush. It doesn't bother me so much. But I also want to pick another one. I don't know if I want to go a cream or a liquid or something. Now, what do I have? I've got a whole bunch here. I've got too many blushes to the point where I'm like, I probably am overdue for a bit of a blush declutter. But I'm thinking of doing one of these, the M Cosmetics. I know it's a bit controversial because something and things and stuff, but these are really beautiful. Something more nude. I could do something more nude. Give me a sec. Highlighter. If this was more organized, it would be a bit easier. Another thing I could pan actually. Oh, this is actually a good idea. Again, minis. Okay. Minis. I've got these minis from last year. These little red beauty minis, and I don't really use them, but I should. So I've got 2 highlighters and 2 little blushes. Like that could. Is that? I don't know. What do we think? I love those M blushes too. They look so beautiful. I think they're better for me in winter, to be fair, but this is a really bright sort of summer color. I don't know. These are options. We're throwing a bunch of options on the table. I also picked up this when KVD was being cleared out of Sephora. I don't know if I've ever used it. What is this even? It is the Liquid Gel Blush in Duality 20. I've never used it. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. The blush and highlighters mixed together are beautiful. Are you talking about these little ones? I could do it. I reckon that'd be pretty easy to get through. So I want to get through a bunch of minis this year just to kind of stuff again. Oh, another thing that I could get through potentially, M Cosmetics, another baked blush. This is quite pretty. Is it different enough? I think it is because this is more sort of, it's not cool toned. It looks cool toned compared to this. It's just a different vibe, but same sort of finish, sort of glowy. Teen Mini anything. I agree with you, Sydney. I'd use the KVD. I only got it last year, so it actually hasn't been sitting there for too long. The baked from M. Yes. Okay, I'm going to put this on. I've got to find a clean brush. Another thing I've got to do today is clean my brushes. All right, let's put it on. Oh, it's very powdery to pick up, so which is good because then you use a lot of it. Okay, so blush. I brought. What am I talking about? Mirror. There we go. So I'm layering it obviously, but it does have a nice. Oh, it picks up a lot. Oh, geez. So this is going to be fairly easy to get through because it just it just is so loose to pick up. And a hint is those ones are fairly easy to pan because you can get a lot on your brush and you sort of waste a little bit. Anyway, what shade is that? That one is Magic Hour. That one. I can swatch it for you. So, and if we compare it to, it's quite nice actually. Well, that's why I kept it because it's nice. So it's a lot more nude, a little bit bronzy, and it's got a bit of a sheen. Oh, I can never get the highlight very well. There it is compared to this one, which is, it looks a lot less bold on my finger. On the face, it does pick up a bit of color. So we want to get a bit of variety happening. So this has got more potential to be bolder, but still quite shiny. This one has little specks of shimmer in it, to be fair. Look at that one. There you go. And that, I can't. But you see the difference. So one's a little bit more nude, very shiny. I'm wearing them both today, to be fair. And then I've got the more sort of, that one is the M Cosmetics. So they could be both good options. The Hourglass one's really nice. I just want it to be shinier, just a little bit more highlighter. What do we think? The Hourglass is good for summer. I agree. I think I can get through a lot of this in summer, to be fair, because I wear a lot of blush these days. You know, if you don't like blush, you're not going to like the way I do my makeup, but I don't care. I had someone actually recently on my perfume channel ask me why I like to clash clothes colors. Like I was wearing bright yellow earrings and like red and stuff. And they're like, it was like they had a really like freak out moment and I wasn't matching. And they asked me why I do that. And like, they're like, maybe I'm not up, like maybe they're not up to date with styles and stuff. And that's the thing to do. And I'm like, I'm nearly 40. I don't give two shits about styles. If I want to wear clashing clothes or too much blush, I'm going to do it because I'm living my best life. I don't care. Okay, can you throw in a highlighter and layer it, or is it too many steps? I will definitely throw in highlighters. I still have our friend Ozone from Nabla. Oh, a few other options actually that I had. Let me find them in my message room. I actually had a couple of Nabla options that I could add in. Matching is overrated. Thank you. Firstly, I think what I don't like about matching is that nothing stands out. You look too like mother of the bride, queen kind of matching hat with matching outfit. Everything just looks the same. You need a bit of clashing, I think. That's my opinion. I do also have the shade Privilege, which is similar. It's just a little bit more pink. So Ozone, you can tell I've had that in my makeup bag for a long time because it is, I only know it's Ozone from putting it in my description box so many times. Yes, they haven't, I think they were new to my channel. They're a bit shocked. Okay. So Ozone is a little bit more champagne and this one is a little bit more peachy, I don't know if you can see, but they're both highlighters. And then in the same range, I have Truth, which is more of a highlighting blush, if that makes sense. So these are all options that I can also add in. Look at that one. So that's what I'm more up to. That's the shine that I'm after these days. But I'm happy to layer things. Ozone first. I agree because we've made so much progress. But Truth could also be an option for a shimmery blush. I'm just hesitant to put 3 blushes in simply because that's a lot. But that there, oh, look at the difference. That's Truth. Is it called Truth? Truth? Yeah. Truth. And then, oh my God. There's Hourglass. Incognito. I was expecting a brighter container packaging, but it was not there. Okay, so even if I build up Hourglass, you can see it doesn't have the same shine. There's a shine, but it's not like that shine, you know what I mean? Which that's what I like. I think that's very cool. So, but they're the same color. So what I might actually do is keep Truth for winter because I need a little bit more luminosity in winter anyway. Throw in the Nabla, give myself an option. Problem also is if I do throw this in, I won't use this because, hear me out, if I put that away for a second, I find my brush again. I don't mind doing one of these just to sort of get that same sort of effect. And if I have something that already does that, the highlighter just gets neglected, which is why the highlighter got neglected when I was doing the Natasha Denona palette because that blush was so shiny. Okay, Ozone is going in. Ozone first. We can talk about these later. Let's put them back in there. But what do we think about these? Gasp, the shine. Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? Ignore my hair. I washed my hair last night after the pool and I didn't do it. I didn't tie it up. I didn't put it in a thing. I didn't do anything. They are so hard to pan. I agree. Blushes are really hard to pan. I'll give you a few tips. The ones that you can use quite a lot of, it's pretty obvious tip. The ones that you can pick up a lot of product of. So for example, baked ones are great because when you do put your brush in it, it kicks up a lot and it can sort of blend it out very easily. You get a lot more use compared to something that is a lot more pigmented and you just need to like tap your brush in. Those will last you like 3 years. These might last you 6 months. So look, I agree, Christy. We'll put this in for a bit of variety and then we'll put in some of these. Maybe we'll go the warm colors because it's summer. Do we think? Team Minis, I agree. Mary, you're onto it. I'm thinking I'm going to go peach and the gold color versus the berry and the rose gold because I feel like this is more summery. And then I can always come in with these if I want to. Carla, you're too chicken to go really bold. Look, if you go really bold with blush, you got to pare back other stuff. That's what I think. But yeah, also look, yeah, if you didn't have 24 blushes, it would be easier. I agree. I have a drawer full of blushes here. I think the thing is that I am happy to stick to the same couple of blushes if I like them. And then I'll like rotate something else. But if you are into the habit of rotating your blushes and you want to try different ones, yeah, you can't, like, it's impossible. Similar to how at the moment I'm not going to pan any fragrances because I look forward to changing it up every day. Sometimes I'll put a fragrance on in the morning and I'll change it up in the afternoon. So I will not pan a fragrance because sticking to one fragrance, it's just going to be like, it's not my vibe at the moment. Other times, maybe, not right now. Okay, we're agreeing that the summer shades going in, and then these are going back in the drawer for potentially later. Catch you later. Do I try a bronzer? I don't like bronzers anymore. Do I try one anyway? I'll show you what I've got. I actually don't have many bronzers, to be fair. Oh, this Putty Blush is a good one. That might be an autumn one. We'll talk about that later in autumn. Bronzers. I actually have to search for bronzers because I don't have many of them. This could have been a cool one. Laura Mercier. Look at that beautiful blush. It's so like just soft and nude. But I suppose that's very similar to the M Cosmetics one, isn't it? It's just there. It's very pretty. Oh, it's very pretty. I've got a lot of cool stuff. Anything close to pan? I do. This is super old. This is so old. Eden, am I doing a low buy again this year? I can tell you at the moment, I have been ordering too many things. I even just got an order that arrived today. It's Sunday. I don't know how it arrived today. I think I've been really good with makeup and skincare 2024, sorry. And I think I'll carry that on. Fragrance, I need to curb the spending. I think what I'm going to do is, yes, Carla, this, look, I've got another one that was in my project pan like 5 years ago. Wait, it is in here. What is that one? I don't even know what that is. Oh my God, I've got so much stuff. I had like a pinkier one that I actually had hit pan on. This is a beautiful peach, but I'm not into. Shit, man. Whenever I touch this, that's why I can't declutter it. Because whenever I touch it, it's the smoothest, and most buttery. Like, it's like touching corn flour. You know when you touch corn flour and it's just like so soft. That's what this Illamasqua blush is. I can't get rid of it because it's so lovely. Whenever I touch it, I'm just like, oh my God. But if I was into matte blushes, this will be like, oh, did I pan that one in 2018? Maybe I did. Good point. I also have one of these. This looks familiar because I panned the blush version last year, but this is the bronzer version. I don't know if I'm game for that at the moment because I don't use bronzers. So I might leave that as an option for later. But I don't actually have many bronzers. I've got a MAC bronzer, Beijing Beauty. That's quite nice actually, but I don't really use bronzers, so they can take a seat for now, I think. I do have a couple, but they can take a seat. Oh, I actually have something quite scary. Oh, I actually, speaking of Illamasqua, I've got this. We're going to destroy this on the makeup breakup, but then the pandemic happened and we couldn't catch up. That one by Illamasqua that's got the sort of like color correcting strip in it. I don't want to use it. I've never actually used this. Let's just give it a swirl and give it a like. I don't use bronzer. I think the reason I don't use bronzer is because I realized that with my skin tone lately, it just looks dirty. Like, see how that just looks a bit like not my skin tone? It doesn't, like, this looks like skin and that looks like too much makeup. So I just don't really use them. So I'm just kind of blending that out to pretend that didn't happen. But yeah, this is a good example of why I don't use bronzer anymore. So, but let's just tend to more bronze. Also, my body is not bronzed, so it's like, it looks really cool toned because of that strip, but in reality, it's not. Like, it's a little bit cool toned, but you could also take the side of it. Whatever. I also got food coloring all over my hands, so it looks a bit, fingers look blue. Anyway, that's going back in the drawer because I don't know what to do with that one day. Maybe I'll get back into bronzing and I'm like, you know, I want to use it. It doesn't look ashy on me. It looks muddy. Like this to me, look, that looks like warm, muddy. I don't like it. I don't like bronzing these days. It's just not for me. The blue strip, yeah, it's odd. It's a gimmick. That's why I think we're gonna do something with it on the makeup breakup, but this was years ago and then the pandemic happened and whatnot. Oh, this is scary. Oh, you ready for this? Good old Marc Jacobs. As big as my goddamn head. When's that going to be done? I don't know. Not today. Okay, so bronzer is not going to happen. But in terms of, I'm actually really good with eyeshadow primer as well. I've got, I think, 2 eyeshadow primers. Trying to hit pan on it. Look, I think I did incorporate that into a project pan a while ago. And I'm just going to move this chair. I feel like it's annoying me. And I don't think I succeeded because it was so huge. I've got 2 eyeshadow primers, like just literally 2. I've got a Natasha Denona one, which is a little baby one, and I've got this Kaleidos tone activator. I'm kind of tempted to get rid of this one because it's so grubby. Look how gross that is. It's just yuck. And that's just because it's white packaging. It is also a bit messy, so it's one of those tube ones. The way I use it, so I've got a little bit of eyeshadow on today, just a matte one, but the way I use it, I'll just show you. I just end up dotting it on like this because I don't want to touch it with my fingers. And I'll be happy to see this go. Whatever happened to Kaleidos, everyone? Like, that's a lot of air in there. Good. I've been using it. Because I haven't released a new thing in ages. And they're still active on their social media and stuff. But I just don't know what happened to them. Yeah, back in the day, I could pan a bronzer in 3 or 4 months. Oh, look, my fragrance friend. Hello. We talk all the time anyway. Look, the tone activator is good. It's very runny though and kind of messy. And I just I'm a simple person. I like an easy eye that isn't going to cause me too much dripping or mess. There has been times where if I've had anything that's too drippy, whether it be an eyeshadow primer or a foundation, and it gets on my top, and then I'm like, I have to actually change my top. It's really annoying. Put it in a pot. I think it'll dry out because this is like liquidy. So I'm going to pan this, I reckon, unless someone really wants to see me pan this. I've got 2 options. I also have paint pots, but I know that they will like live. They do. They will survive an apocalypse, so they can. Yes, I am planning to pan eyeshadows, and that's what we're about to get to. But Kate, they did do the hair release, and then nothing. Now, I remember when I was catching up with Angie when she was in Melbourne, we were talking about it a little bit, and she has a theory that apparently it was a couple that owned the brand or started the brand, and she has a theory that maybe they split. I don't know. Anyway, I think Kaleidos is going to be the one that I'm going to pan, so I'm making an executive decision. But when it comes to eyeshadows to pan, I have been playing around with a couple recently that I wanted to talk about. Okay, there's a few things here. Okay, firstly, let's have a look. I did that. No, that's boring. That's boring to watch. An option that I've been playing with is, again, Nabla, the Cutie palette, nude. I was going to declutter this a while ago, but then I opened it and I was like, these ones, they're really pretty. Like these two middle ones. I can't even show you. What am I doing? There we go. Those two middle ones. These browns are creams and they're drying out. Oh my God, we're backwards, so I can't do it. There we go. That and that are creams that are drying out. They're like the putty creams. They did get a lot of flack for their blush releases, but I don't think that I think they've had flack before for similar, and they kept going. Yeah. Anyway, I am thinking of panning this unless anyone else has anything else to say. So, because these are gorgeous. I'll just swatch these. I can't throw them out. These are gorgeous. These are like my everyday sort of things. But there is also something else I want to use. So, I've got blush hand. I'm just going to wipe it. Do I have a wipe? I do have a wipe. I have my towel that I use to clean my brushes. So if I just show you these are really pretty. And again, you've got sort of like different vibes. A bit more cool toned, a bit more bronzy, which is really lovely. I've got a bit of the cream that is, again, it's gone quite powdery. They look cool toned. They don't really vibe with the blushes. Look, I will show you. So I'll show you because I've been wearing them a bit lately just to see if it's something that I want to wear. And then there's something else I want to show you that I think is really cool. But these are definitely colors that I like to wear a more muted color on the eye because I do go a bit bolder with the blush and the lips lately. And these, so I'll go the cool toned one just to show you. So that top one. I'm going to put it up with my finger just because I want you to see. Again, this is backwards, so it's confusing me. But it does work. Like things, again, I'm a bit of a clasher. I sort of feel like if you go too warm overall, it ends up looking a bit like monotoned and boring. But if you have a bit of a mix, then I feel like things just bounce off each other a little bit more and can be a little bit interesting. So they do, like, yes, it's a cool tone eyeshadow and a warm blush, but I like it. I don't hate it. Another thing that I want to do, hang on, I'm just going to blur this in a little bit. So I just think that's a very simple, it doesn't look bad. I don't need it to be, I don't know. Also, I do have, if it was a source of concern, I do have this blush, which is a lot more cool toned and would pair nicely with that if I didn't want to go a warmer blush with it. So there's that palette. There's also this, which I'm thinking Iconic London. These are really pretty. These are the Chrome Flash Eye Pots. This is the shade Mystic and it's starting to dry out. Gorgeous. Similar to the color I'm wearing my eyes, but a lot more shiny. And again, you can't really see it on the camera anyway. Afraid of what would happen if I intentionally clash my makeup. I clash makeup all the time. I think some of my favorite looks are like when I wear a cobalt liner or something with like an orange lip. I love it. I think it's so good. Anyway, yes, mine dried out. Cass, mine is dry. However, it's not, I'll just reach in my other drawer. It's not unsalvageable. So, Duraline, my mate Duraline coming through with the goods. So I can put some in. I'm just going to put a couple drops. Bing, bong, bang. And then I'm going to show you with a brush, another brush, a clean brush, because all mine are dirty so they're out here, how cool this can look. Let's just get this one out. So if you just mix it in a little bit, it turns it more into a paint. So it's almost like you're using, it'll rehydrate a section of it. So it's not going to be like you need to put multiple drops every time you use it. But again, it will eventually dry out. Blue and orange are complementary colors because they're opposite. So we're talking about clashing, and things that clash are generally opposites, and that's why they look vibrant together. And that's what I kind of like doing. I like going sort of like the opposite, or go warm and cool, just so they set each other off a little bit. That's just, anyway, that's my preference. Anyway, I think it is too beautiful to let dry out. I agree, Katie. And if we put it on, so again, it could work with these eyeshadows, because you just have to like put it on and get a little bit more. And again, this is cool toned, but not scared to wear it with the blush. I think it's really pretty. Or if I really intensify it, I can use it for like an inner corner highlight or something. I do have another shade of this, which is like a champagne. I think it's a little bit too frosty for me to wear all over the lid, so it would just be an inner corner highlight. But I sort of want to see how I get along using this and using this sort of technique. And if I like it and I'm like, yep, this is worth the hassle, I might also pan the lighter one. But I think this is really pretty. So I'm tempted to pan this as well. Yeah, color wheel for, okay. Yes, I agree. They are complementary, but yeah, in my opinion, like complementary also means clashing, in my opinion. Like the reason why they look so cool together is because they don't naturally harmoniously go together, so they set each other off and look really bold, which I very much like. Anyway, so I'm thinking that another option is, because I've got quite a lot of mini eyeshadows, so I don't want to do a big one like I did last year, because that was too much and I just reached for the same shades. I also have a little Charlotte Tilbury quad. Now with this one, to be fair, the only shade I would really want to pan is that bottom one there. It almost has like a sparkly brown. Almost. It is a sparkly brown. And it's not super bold. Again, it's almost like there you go. It's almost like a Space Cowboy, but a brown version, if that makes sense. So I don't necessarily want to use all of this. I think the other shades is one too frosty and then two that are too dark. But I don't want to get rid of this until I use up that one shade. So can you buff it out so it's more of a wash? In terms of this one or the iconic one? One and done. Hang on. I do that with my Charlotte Cream shadows easy. So are we this one and done? I can definitely use this as a one and done, 100%. I just didn't do it today because I've got other eyeshadows on. But yes, I have been using this recently just to see if it works. Yeah, okay, the iconic one. Yeah, because I've been using this recently just to sort of see if I will want to use it and if it works well with Duraline. And yeah, totally one and done. I can just like, all good. So anyway, these are some options, and there's probably others as well. What's the name of the Charlotte Tilbury palette? It's the Bella Sophia. There we go. But the shade that I really like is the Pop shade. Yeah, but it's just like that particular one I think is really pretty. It's a bit like firm and a bit crumbly. So it's one of those ones that you need like a probably good base to stick it on. But I do like, let's see if we can put a little bit just to see the color. This one would probably work better with the blush, let's be real, because it is like you want to match. This gives a little bit more brown and warmth, but I think it's very pretty. So I don't know how many I should pan and how many, because I know that like the more you introduce, the less, progress you're going to make. But it's also the start of it's a nice brown. It's also the start of the year, so we can be ambitious, hey? I agree. Iconic first before it dries out, great. But I can also layer it on top of eyeshadows. So do I go this one? Do I go this one? Do I try them both? What else do we have that I can use? So I'm trying to pull out my little palettes just so they're a little bit more manageable. Any Vizier? I got a mini Vizier palette. I do. My custom one. Hang on, let me have a poke around in my drawer. I also have, this is very nice. This is also really pretty. M Cosmetics. Super pretty. Let me put this one. Really beautiful formula. Very matchy with my blush. And it's one that I don't necessarily need, but I sort of don't want to get rid of it because it's really beautiful formula. This is the Divine Skies eyeshadow palette. Yes, okay, Lydia, I do agree with you. And that's what I've been using recently to test them out. I've been mainly focusing on these. My focus of this as well is that this cream formula is getting really dry and flaky. Like, it can be used, but it is getting dry. I don't think I care too much about these two shades. I think I'm probably just going to use those three and maybe some of the brown. Are they magnetic? Could you move the Nablone and Charlotte Tilbury shimmer shades into a small magnet? I don't have a small palette, and at the same time, I hate. It's going to make me sound so weird. There's something about depotting things that make me less inclined to want to use them for some reason. I can't be the only one, but like even custom palettes, I just don't reach for because there's something about them that are less appealing to me. I don't know what it is. But like I've got, for example, what's this one? This is a custom palette, and I've got my beautiful single eyeshadows from GLAMINATRIX. They're gorgeous. I forget about them because they're in this. I do actually have a palette from them recently that I need to put these into because I will see them more. It's like a clear palette. Here it is. It's this one here. So I'm more inclined to see it. But yeah, it's again. Oh, and another example is I've got a Makeup Forever palette that again cost me an absolute arm and a leg back in the day. This is probably 7-8 years old, and I never use it because I don't look at this. I've used it as a mixing palette for a purple eyeshadow. That's how much I use this. Depotting things, I just don't do it. Yeah, I never use them either, Deanna. I agree with you, and we are perfume soulmates, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. And I don't even know where to put these because they're big and I don't use them. So let's just put them to the side here for now. Anyway, so little ones are better for me because I'm more inclined to actually reach for them. Packaging is part of the experience. I agree. Like, look, I totally respect people that depot their eyeshadow and mix and match and make their own thing. Like, I feel like that is a really creative way to use your eyeshadows. And if that means you're going to be more inclined to use them, like, that's awesome. But it's just not in my psychology. What's the oldest makeup item I own? I actually saw it just before when I was rummaging my blush drawer. I'll find it for you. And I don't use it, but I'm keeping it for nostalgia reasons. It is a blush. Is it that blush? Which blush are you referring to? I'm holding it in my hands right now. It's not the blushes that I've swatched. Oh, look, Katie, I have a giant single palette that I leave on my vanity and it just becomes another flat surface for stuff to sit on. Yes. And yes, this is my oldest makeup item, this Stila blush. Yeah, look, some people, people have been around for a very long time. This is my oldest makeup item. I think it is. Look, it outdates my relationship with my partner, and we are coming up to 15 years. So this was my single girl blush. I used to wear this, and I used to have my friends be like, I love your blush. And I used to direct them to places to find this. That's how much it was. And this is why I've kept it. Do I ever wear it? No. It's purely memories. Do you want to see what it looks like if no one's seen this? It's ridiculous. It's very on trend now, but it's too old. Again, this is probably like 17 years old or something. That's the blush. That's what I used to love wearing. Do I wear it now? I'm also mindful that I've got to film after this, so I don't want to look like a clown. No, I can't get rid of it. I agree with you, Miriam. I can't get rid of it. It's older than my relationship. I just think memories, and I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, look, I agree. I will depot and use skincare because it's all on my sink, and I sort of like have one moisturizer that I use. So does it go on that bright? It's supposed to be a color adjusting one, but not like pH activated. It's just supposed to sort of like meld. I don't know. I'll put it on. I don't care. Let's do it. We're having fun. I'll just pick up a little bit because, again, I'm just mindful that I need to, so old and so current. Good point. Good point. It is. Okay, let's just, you can obviously build up to make it look quite extreme, but it's fine. Like, it's quite nice. Look, I'd like keeping it. It's definitely adding a bit more pink, but that was the tiniest amount. If you like, again, this would be a nightmare to pan because you just need to go like this, and that's enough to get some color. But you want ones that you can scrub in order to get some progress. And if we want to put it on my hand, it can go quite bright, but it looks a lot warmer than it looks in the pan. In the pan, it looks like almost like a magenta, but it does go sort of, it's bright. It's bright, let's be fair. But if you just tap it and have the smallest amount, let's put it on here. It does just look like a nice pink flush. Anyway, that is by far my oldest makeup item, and it's not like one that I am going, ooh, it's too old, I can't use. Like, I have not. This is the first time I've put it on in probably 10 years. But I think it's just makeup nostalgia for me. So I keep that, my little stealer. Custom color blush in self-adjusting pink. There we go. If I looked up the date of that, it would be terrifying. But it was definitely before I met my partner. So there you go. Love that white cabinet. That is from IKEA. And the bottom drawer is broken, as you can see. There we go. That's my junk that I keep there. And I've got some cameras, got the Beauty News play button, some plants, some candles, random stuff. It's a powder, it's fine. That's true. Look, it's not gonna hurt me. I'm not scared of it, it's fine. I just probably wouldn't make a habit of using it very often. pH, look, it's not pH adjusting. It's just, I think the premise is that it's supposed to sort of, I don't know, go on, like meld with different skin tones, and then sort of, I think the more you put on, obviously, that you can adjust it to suit however you want to wear it. I think that was more the premise rather than the pH activating. I don't have any pH activating, I don't think, because that stuff is balls. All right, so we've been talking about blush, we've been talking about eyeshadows. I am going to start with these. I'm sure people are cool with that. That makes sense. Now, I have said, firstly, there's two things I think I'm going to skip this year at the start anyway. Oh, I need a bit of a drink. This is a lot of talking. One, I think, is brow products, because I don't have many. I have these and this. That's all I have. And I think that's totally fine. I don't think I need to whittle that down. I think that's fine. I could potentially use up a brow gel, because I do have a few of those kicking around and I don't use them. I need to actually have an excuse to use a brow gel. So that's maybe what I've got another one. I've got these. I don't use them. So did my new concealer arrive? Yes, it arrived. I got this one, the Stila one, which is a bit light for me, but it works. I'm wearing it today. And then I also picked up this, and a few people correctly pointed out that this is an Hourglass retouching fluid. So it's like a touch-up thing. So, for example, if I wanted to touch up my chin because some of the stuff's coming off or whatever, you just put a little bit on and you get your grubby sponge and you just touch it up. So it's not supposed to be high coverage. It's just a touch-up product. But the good thing is I'm out of handbag touch-up things anyway. So I'm going to put that in my handbag. But it's not a concealer. So that is, people have been correct at pointing that out. Hello, Lorraine. Welcome, California. How's the weather there? I'd love to know. We've been complaining about the weather because it's very hot or very cold, depending on where you are. Just tuning at 3 a.m. in Berlin. Hello, people. Obviously. Obviously, but I appreciate it. How do I like the concealer so far? It's quite nice. It doesn't settle. It is a bit light for me. That looks really light. It's probably like a shade light for me, but when I'm ordering online, I'm always more inclined to order one a bit lighter than risk having one that's a bit dark. Sophia, it's 4 o'clock in Finland. What are you guys doing up so late? Yeah, 8 p.m. in Mexico. That I appreciate. That's more reasonable. That's more on my timeline. But I do like it. It doesn't crease. It blends nicely. So far, I like it. I've had it for about a week now. And I'm just happy that I've got concealer back. I've had about 3 weeks where I had no concealer, and that was a dire time because I was just building up my foundation under my eyes, and it was not great. 6 p.m. Seattle. That's respectable. I like that. Okay, I've got a few brow things. What do I use up? I've got a Sigma. I think we use up one that we can see inside. We've got a Pixie. This one I think is fairly new. And I've got a Winky Lux. And then I've got a Charlotte Tilbury. They're all the same thing. Insomnia. Oh, sorry to hear that. That sucks. That does suck. Look, one thing I am good at in life is sleeping. An ice storm. See, 9 p.m. in Ohio, and you're looking to get into bed soon. I feel you. The only time I was up recently, and I know that we've had New Year's, but the only time I've been up recently until like 1:30 in the morning was when I was trying to read a book, and it was getting very exciting. That was the only time. It didn't even. I think I went to bed at 10 or 10:30 on New Year's as well. I'm going to get rid of one of these anyway. Hello, Leanne. Oh, hello. How are you? I love seeing all these familiar faces. Okay, I'm going to get. Look, I'm going to work on Winky Lux. I've decided. Yes. Can't sleep. Menopause hormones. That sucks as well. Mushroom Angel. Hello, New York, 9 p.m. What time is it in Australia? It is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I just chuffed the children off to their grandparents. This doesn't have much left in it. This is very exciting. When you take it out, look how empty that is. What? Did that dry out? Because I barely even used that. Did that have nothing in it? I think I've used this like 3 times. Anyway, I'm not mad about that. I'm going to use that one up and then move on to the next one. Let's put some on now. Oh, it's very wet. Yeah, I'm going to film with Haley today. She messaged me before. I haven't read it. I'm surprised she's not here saying hello. She's probably getting ready for the day. But she's 3 hours behind me. So, yeah. Question of remembering to use it. Yes. What genre of books do I like? I quite like not too overly complex science fiction. So like series that I read last year was the Silo trilogy. And then I have been reading one, I don't even know what it's called because it is a long name and it's one of those fantasy type ones, but it's an adult one with like some saucy scenes in it. So I'm reading a trilogy of saucy vampire books. I don't know. I'm a mum. I've got no life and I've got to like live my saucy vampire dreams through books. I don't know. I saw someone recommend it and I was like, I'll try that. And I bought the trilogy because it was really cheap. And then I was like, hey, this is a bit saucy. So anyway, it is what it is. It's fun. Anyway, I'm putting this in. I think this is nearly done. But yes, even if I forget to use it, it's nearly done. Oh, look, opal fruitcake. I feel you. I have completely gone off bronzer because I just feel like, and it also makes me feel like I've got too much makeup on because when I look at myself in the mirror, my face looks really bronzed, but then the rest of my body is a little bit more pink, and it just makes me look like, screams out like you're wearing a full face of makeup. So I pretty much went completely bronzer free in 2024, and I've not looked back. Saucy vampire books are a cycle. They always come back into vogue. Yeah, they do, because they're interesting. I watched Silo the first season, and when I realized it was a book, I ended up just reading the 3 books. And then I've started watching Silo season 2, but because it is so slow paced compared to the books, I ended up stopping watching it. I think I've just watched episode 1 of season 2, and then I haven't gone back. It is also very hard for me to watch a TV show, because my kids, because it's summer and it's hot and it's sunny, they go to bed at like 9 o'clock, and I just lie in bed with them. It's so much easier just to grab a book and read while they're sleeping, opposed to then sneaking out and going downstairs and then like watching a show, and then I'm like, oh, I prefer to be in bed. So that's what I've been doing. Anyway, recommendations for books, because I've nearly I haven't nearly finished, but I've started reading this 3rd book of this Saucy Vampire series, and the last book was really big, and I think I read it in a week. So I think this small one's going to go very quickly. So I need to buy some new books. Anyway, that's what I'm currently reading, which is interesting because I go through phases where I don't read at all, and then I'll like just read excessively. None of this is true. I don't really read thrillers, but I'm not opposed to trying one out, because if you asked me like a few weeks ago, do you read saucy vampire books? The answer would be no. But here I am reading saucy vampire books. But I'll write that one down, because I do actually want to go to the shops maybe tomorrow and source some books. So I'll write that one down. I'll type it out. Hang on. So what is it? None of this is true. Okay. None of this is true. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Excellent. I'll look it up. Prince of Tides. Okay. Cool. Okay, I'll keep Long Way to a Small Angry Planet isn't easy read. I do have another sciencey fictiony one that I think it's a series, and I bought the first book and I haven't read it yet because I'm on this vampire kick. But there's a few. Okay. Cool. Excellent. I love the suggestions. Okay, so we've got stuff going on. Brows done. Tick. Lips. By the way, I found this. It was in my handbag, just in a side pocket that I never use. This. Look how close I was. I should see what Haley messaged. Okay. Okay, cool. Favorite category. It's my favorite category too. I agree. So, does this go back in or not? And ignore my messy nails. I just did them before I started this. Carry it over, easy finish. And it's also perfect for this time of year. Like, let's just be real. Firstly, what I love about this MAC Huggable Lip Color and Cherry Glaze, also a really old one. Like, let's not very radical. You can put a tiny bit. Just a little flush. Just a little flush. You can have it like a little cherry lip balm. There we go. Cherry. I know, bags. Bloody handbags. It could just be subtle. You can wear this, just go in the shops, doing whatever. Or build it up. This is where I get my usage. Because I love me a bright lip, and this one also gets up the usage, doesn't it? It's super pretty. I love it. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I have tried to use it as a cheek product. It's a bit tuggy and hard to sort of blend, but now I'm too matching. See? Too matching. This makes me uncomfortable. I've got to take it off, but I'll put it in the tub. I've got to take it off because it's too matching. Or I need to change my earrings. Either way. But I love it. So that one, okay, let's just take this off. It is a lovely lipstick. It's gone. Bye-bye. In terms of other things that I was thinking about, firstly, I had this bag kicking around of things that I was thinking of using up. I don't know when or where or how. These are all, look, one is a Pixie Chloe Morello lip glossy thing. No, a mascara. Thank you for reminding me. Firstly, I don't have many mascaras open. I've got this Pixie one that I don't like, so that's going in the bin. Bye. And then I've got this one, which is getting old. I got to get rid of it soon, but I'm clutching on with Dear Life because it's one of my few that I actually like that I have in my drawers at the moment. I do have a mini somewhere. Where? I don't know. This is garbage. This is not good. Has anyone tried this? Yes, eyeliner. Okay. Eyeliner, colour. Thank you for keeping me on track because I feel like I have undiagnosed ADHD sometimes, and then I'll have a household of ADHD people. It's very annoying. It's like sandpaper. I don't disagree with you. Okay, so let's roll back. I'm going to put this one on and then we'll roll back. So let's put the sandpaper one on. It's very, it's not too bad. What it does, settle down. It smells, what's this orange smell? It's very unpleasant. Anyway, I have this mascara, which does nothing, absolutely nothing. And then I have a mini mascara somewhere, which I recently opened. This one, Sephora. This is not great, but it's better than this Lancome one. I was considering if you have not watched C, you simply must give it a go. What is C? Is that a show? Is that a movie? Tell me more about it. What is C? Lip scrub. I love it. So what I was thinking of doing, just hear me out. So this is nearly done, but I don't want to give it up because it is the only thing that's working currently in my thing. I was thinking when this is done, washing the wand and seeing if it fits in here and seeing if it's the mascara that's garbage or if it's the wand. I don't know. So I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. But if this is just garbage and full-on garbage, I'm just going to throw it out because it does nothing except aggravate me. And then I've just got this left, which is just a sad handbag thing. Okay. Is it a show? Panda eyes. That sucks. Luckily, it doesn't give me panda eyes. It just gives me lashes. It's drying out. It's really dry. I did buy though, which I'll show you in a second. This is so dry. I did buy somewhere in here a backup of this thing. So I do have this. I just don't want to open it yet. Sounds neat. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. I have always loved Lancome mascaras too. I found this on a clearance thing, and it is not good. It is not good. So I want to experiment. Oh, it's on Apple TV. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, my dad was talking to me about that one. Yes, my dad. I find watching TV shows really hard because I will watch like one episode a week. And if they're sort of I can watch more if they're not scary or violent or adult themed, and I can sort of watch them while my kids are playing or something. That never happens, but it could happen. But generally, I find my kids go to bed so late. By the time I go downstairs, I'm like, I'm just going to go back upstairs and go to bed because bugger that. But I will have to look it up. My dad did tell me about that. Thank you for joining. I don't do lives often. I do like 2 lives a year. So this is the first time you see a live. one of the very few times you're going to see it live, only because I forget, and I would take this time to film, and it is what it is. I have watched The Last of Us. I have watched it. I haven't played it, but I have watched it. Anyway, when it comes to mascaras, I'm experimenting. I don't want to focus on one yet because I also feel like they're really boring because you don't see much progress. This is the Le 8 Hypnose. It's Le Crap. It just doesn't look. It looks chunky as look, but it gives you zero length. Le Crap. Yeah. The packaging is not too bad. It actually kind of feels fun to touch. But it just, I don't know what it is. It gives me zero length. So anyway, those, yes, mascaras are sort of on hold until I figure out what's happening. But this year, I do very much want to pan as many eyeliners as possible because they're all going old and sad. So I have a few here in my thing. Do I pan lip liners as well? Let me know. But I've got a couple of eyeliners and lip liners that I've had out that I've been playing with. Okay, what do I have here? I've got 2 liquid. Okay, we'll put one away for now. 2 liquid. A couple that I've been looking at. Again, I want to make some good progress. All of these, no, are they all twistable? Twistable ones are really hard to use. 2 of them are twistable. Okay. So, it's supposed to be good for your lashes. Might be good for your lashes, but it does nothing. Okay, so what I was thinking is a couple of colours, I'm going to go a bit. I promise if I introduce too many, I'm going to forget what I used, what I have in the project. I really want to use up this one from Revlon. It's a green, and it's just it's fine. It's just a bit of a murky green and nothing very exciting, but it's very creamy and easy to use. So twistable ones are hard to use, but that's what I'm thinking of focusing on. It also works really nicely with this sort of mauvey color that I've got from that palette. So this one I'm thinking of adding in. I've got to put a brown because I love dark brown. I will, or not always, but I will often, probably better to do this in a mirror than into a reverse camera, that it's confusing me. I will often just line my waterline with a brown. I just like the look of it. So this is one that I'll do a wing as well, but a brown is very easy. This is just a Mecca Max one, super simple, in the shade Espresso. So I just thought, look, can do, why not? Then, latest video news episode, now I can't stop looking at, wait. Flower nose. Yeah, oh look, I have not even delved too much into them, but they do look interesting, don't they? They're very pretty. Okay, thank you for coming. We don't have Beautylish bags coming. Oh, I don't anyway. Hayley might. I can ask her. I'll be talking to her soon. But I didn't get a Beautylish bag, and possibly because I get kind of annoyed at they put a lot of products that well, back in the day, I either used to have them already or I didn't use them. And so for me now, which one's smudging? In here, smudging. It smudges a little bit, but I just don't care. Yeah. Oh yeah, recycling would be hard to recycle. That's fair. Some other ones that I want to look at doing. So I've got a Mecca Max liquid liner just because, I want a black cat wing occasionally. And that one Look, we can do it. Also, I was thinking this one. This has been discontinued. It's the Bare Minerals One Fine Line. This is tiny, and it is great for tight lining, like especially up there to make your lashes look thicker. Now, I don't know how much is in this because you can't retract it. So this is a bit of a wild card. Probably not the best to pan then because you can't keep progress on it besides weight, and it'll be so minute. Maybe I'll just use that organically. That one can go back in the drawer. And then I was thinking of a colour. Now, I do have a few colours. I'll show you. Particularly blue, because they're the colours that I tend to wear the most when it comes to coloured liners. Let me have a look. I've got some really beautiful Kaleidos ones that I would be tempted to use as well. Such as this beautiful purple, which stunning. Oh my god, that's so nice. Okay. I kind of like lived-in makeup too. Besides base, I hate lived-in foundation because that's just my life. Navy would be really nice. Yes. You panned another one of those. Is it my last one? Which thing? You're talking about which one? Because I've got multiple. Like for example, like I've got a green from the Mecca Max thing. They back in the day they sent me to use a bunch of things. Why do I have a yellow liner that I'm never going to use? Why? Because I do. But they do come in handy when I have to do Halloween makeup and stuff for my kids. Bare Minerals liner. I did pan one. I think I panned. Was it a brown one or something? I'm not sure. Anyway, these are definitely going in here. These are the pan. But then there's some colours here. God, that purple is stunning. Look at it. I can't pan that because it has to be in my collection. But there are some other colours here that I could potentially pan because I don't like them nearly as much. What's this one? Silvery colour. Oh, oops, a bit broke off. But Jesus. Oh, they're good to have. Where's that little nubbin that fell off? There it is. Oops, daisy. Too firm on that one. But Marc Jacobs getting super old. It's beautiful, but it's getting super old. Look at that. I've got to use it up. I also have from that same line, I think I've got two others. Where are you? Okay. Oh, here we go. I've got purple. And I've got, maybe I'll just aim to pan these this year because they're getting very dry, so they're a bit gluggy. So I've got this colour, which is, oh, this is super dry. This has to go. Look at that. It's so gross. Yucko. Cool colour. Yuck. I'm missing conversation here. So Lucky Bags didn't even sell it for a couple of days. That's true. They used to sell it in like half an hour. Use the Kaleidos before it dries out. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it's going to dry out at this point in time. But this is already gone gluggy and dry. Like it's like almost like using it like a crayon or something, like what are they, those sort of wax pastel-y type things. This is not good, so this is going to go. I'm going to put that in the bin. I said I also have a purple one. It just fell out. Let's see if we can fix it. But yeah, I've got a bit of a graveyard. This is smooth. This is all right. It's not very pigmented though. But I do feel like I've got to start using a lot of these eyeliners before they do start going bad. These two are still really good. I've got a Dubious Place blue, which is really lovely. So I'll swatch that alongside. that top one there, it's still great. So that one can just chill for a bit. And then this one I really love, Maybelline Tattoo Liner in Striking Navy. This is this one that it's very dark. This one is drying out a little bit though. It's that one there. It's gorgeous. So maybe I'm going to have quite a big pencil edition. Got some colors here, and I've got a brown, black, and a green. I think I might try to pan all of these this year and just keep them like in a cup so I use them. The good thing is a lot of these are sharpenable. So, no, this is a twist up. These ones are going to take forever to use. This one's going to be pretty easy because it's sharpenable, but that is getting a bit thick. This is a beautiful color though, but I want to demonstrate all of them. I can't do graphic liner to save my life, but I can do liner. And I might, let's try this one out. Do I have a mirror? I do have a mirror. And then we're going to go back to lips. And then I also need to do, I've got to film some videos and then film with Hayley. So I really like Cobalt Blue liner. I think it's gorgeous. I actually have a MAC fluid line that's Cobalt Blue, and it has been going. I find the fluid lines just last and last and last. And that's all I really need in my collection, I think, when it comes to Cobalt Blue at the moment. But super pretty. I love a bit of a clash. Yeah, this is what we need. Clashing colours. So I just like it. I just think it's so pretty. So I've got a bit of a teary eye here. Does anyone else get like teary eyes, which makes it hard to do your liner? I've got the air conditioner on, but whenever I have it sort of blowing, not near my face, but sort of close to it. Go away, air conditioner. Shush you. I get so teary eyes and it just doesn't want to behave. So let's try it here. I feel like I'm rude for ignoring the chat, but I'll get back on it. Just stick. Don't make me get my fluid line out. This one is getting very gluggy, so it's not smooth to put on anymore. Do I just turf it? Or do I try? I don't know. See, it's not like, it's nice. It's not gliding on like it used to. Oh my God. I don't know what dropped behind my desk, but it sounded very dramatic. So I have, like, I've got this, which I did warm it up on the back of my hand. I was warming it up. I have warmed it up on the back of my hand, and it's not really behaving as well. Let's try it again. It's not sticking because I've got a bit of like an annoyed eye, but like I might go in with this liner brush for it. What are you? No, not a liner brush. I don't know where my liner brushes are. Let's use that ankle brush. That will do. We'll do it. So this one is just a bit easier. Mirror. Okay, so this one's just gonna. Oh my God, what is happening to my life? It's very hard trying to like do things with a live audience. So yeah, this is just a little bit more bold. So much better. Look at that. Beautiful. Face powder. I am including face powders. I've got pressed powder from Nakia Joy, which I'm just panning because it's got pan already showing, so it's going to be an easy one. It's also my only pressed powder I have in my collection. And then a white translucent pixie one that's very mattifying, and I probably can only use it in summer. Okay. I really like, yeah, blue. I agree. I like blue too. I'm going to try to use this and just see if it starts getting too gluggy and hard to use. I'm going to say bye, because that's annoying and I don't want to do that every day. To be fair. Also, I'm just going to use a bit of oil to remove all this stuff on the back of my hand because it's going to get everywhere. Look at it all. But I like, you can see there's like some coloured eyeliners that I really want to get through this year. I think they're really beautiful and I can wear them easily on a daily basis. It's just a matter of forcing myself to use it. And I want to do that. So I've added in a lot. Like I might cull them as we go, if need be. But as it is, I think I've got to get hard with some of those eyeliners before they go bad. So now we're officially onto lips. Now, I've got a lip balm on. That's right, I've got this thing. I'm going to see if I can pan this. It is a bit scratchy. Yeah, I might. It doesn't sharpen though. That's a problem. It's a twist. It's a retractable one, and so generally, yeah, it can dry out at the top, but it will also start drying out all the way down. But I might snap off a little bit just for fun anyway. So this lip gloss, it is a bit scratchy. It is pretty. I'll see how do I care? What do we think? Keep it, turf it. I don't know. All right. Let's put that to the side and we'll figure that out. Some other things that I have, I'm going to wipe this lip gloss off so we can play with it. I'm going to get my little towel that I've been using a lot. See this? Look what I've been using. This is my wipe things off. Turf it. Okay. There is a little sharpener on the end, but all it does is make this bit more sharp, if that makes sense. So this is retractable. So you twist it and it goes up and down. But all this does is shape it, if that makes sense. So it doesn't, I'll show you. It takes a little bit off and it just makes it a little bit sharper. That's all it really does. So that's what that does. So there is a sharpener, but it's not like, yeah, it doesn't sharpen wood, for example. It just makes it look a bit nicer. Yeah. Okay. But I'm going to try with that anyway because it's a beautiful colour. It'd be sad if I totally just turf it without giving it a shot. But are we saying that people are going to use it on the go, toss it? This I don't really care, to be honest. I'm going to toss it. Like, see you later. It's in the bin. I got a Colourpop. I bought, I think they were all 50% off or something a while ago, and I bought all these Colourpop lip liners, hoping, oh my God, this is really bad, hoping to find a dupe for the Kylie one I really liked. Like there was a Kylie lip kit one. Or these, some of them are as well. But I don't use lip liners. I don't use them. This one must be really old because doesn't even have the coloured lid. This one here. Let's have a look at some colours. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't even use lip liners. Too dark. Too dark. I wouldn't use it. Too dark. Put that aside. I kept this bright one in case I wore a lip liner and I wanted a bright pinky colour, but I don't really use it. I've got a red one for the same reason. They work still really nicely though, so I'm going to keep those. So I've got a berry, a red, and like a coral, and then I've got all these nudes. I'd like to get through some of them. Okay. Old Colourpop ones. So what do they do? What is this? Okay, I'm gonna have to look at more of these book things. I'm gonna write them down. Okay, I'm gonna open a new tab. Okay, affair. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I've got that open in a tab. I'll have a look as well. Okay, so I'm going to keep these just because if ever I wanted to use them, they're practical. I've got other brands as well, but I want to start using up some of these nude ones. So I might just pick one. But I tend to just use them as a lipstick. So I don't actually use them as a lip liner. Would I use this as a lipstick? Not really. It's looking a bit grey. I don't think that's my colour. Yeah, I'm putting that to the side as well. I don't think I like that one. My lips are going to hate me. What is this one? Too dark? This one's alright. Too dark. Not going to use it. Brown and dark. Not going to use it. Let's see what this one is. That also. See how I declutter things, by the way. Oh, that one needs to be sharpened. Sharpener. Let's get you out, my little friend. Yeah, I'm going to look realistically. Look how sharp that is. That's actually quite scratchy. No. No, that does nothing. That's also going. Bye-bye. We're getting to, I feel like the only one I'm going to use is this slightly pink one. I think I went with all these sort of greyish ones back when I was trying to dupe something, and then they're too light. They do nothing. Okay. No, that looks like a corpse colour. All right, that's going. At least we're burning through these. I think the only one I'm going to use is this one. What's this one called? Another round. I have been using that actually in videos. So I think this is the one I'm going to pan. Another round. All right. And you can tell I've been using it. I've actually been using this recently. And I'm going to sharpen this one as well. And they're sharpenable, so I'm going to get through them. This one. Ooh. Empty my sharpener. There we go. Okay, so. Pretty broken me. It's like what not to do. This is more my lip tone. So I could wear this as a nude. Okay, another round stays. Another round is my lip colour. And I'll see how I go with it. And if I like panning them, I will pan some other ones because I do have in here, what is this? No. I do have some other lip liners, so they're not my only ones, but I just knew I had a lot of ColourPop ones. I've got a Hindash one, I've got a M Cosmetics, I've got a random Kylie one from back in the day, I've got some Nabla ones, NYX ones, like none of these I am married to, so whatever. So anyway, I'm going to try to pack that one, but I put aside some of these lip products, nude kind of lip products that I might want to pan. One, again, is a ColourPop one. It's a lippy stick. It's actually an interesting brown. It's that color there. It looks very like autumn brown, but when you put it on, again, this might be a one I pan a bit later in the year. But it's a nice sort of brown. Feels really comfortable. I think I put this off because how often do I wear these sort of dark nude browns? But they're quite nice. Not for this weather at the moment, but it's not. I like it. I like it. It is getting a little bit gluggy, but I think I can pan it. What do you think? Also, see how much there is in there. A bit. It's a bit, but I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm going to put that in the pan pile, whether it is panning straight away or whether it's panning like in a couple of months. But I like it. I'm going to take it off though, but just to show you the other ones. but I do like it. Another one that I didn't mind was this Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. Again, this has that sharpener at the back as well, so that little thing that sharpens the tip of it. But this is quite a nice, it's definitely more mauve toned, so I think this might be more of a winter one. Another nice one. I feel like it's been ages since I've seen you rock a bold colour on the eye. Yes, that is true. Bang on. I like it. I like these. This is why I had them out, being like, gotta use them before they go bad. It is pretty. This is the shade. I don't know. Why does it not tell me? I don't know. I don't know what shade this is, but it's nice. I have the orangish one from MAC. Like Morange? Come about Morange? I fucking love Morange. The formula is not the greatest though. I've kept Morange because I want it to be Oh, there is one from MAC. Yes, you're talking about the Ready Cherry one? That one I'm going to definitely Lady Danger, I love. There is one from MAC actually that I want to check out. I'll get it up. That I didn't know. It's one of these. It's one of these. Where are you? Where are these? Powder Kiss liquid lip colors. They're Powder Kiss liquids. So there's one that's bright orange. I want to get it, but they're so expensive. They're so expensive, and I missed all the sales. But there is one that's gorgeous. I'll find the name of it. There is. Find my lipstick. Okay, why is this so hard to navigate the MAC website? Liquid lip colors. Here we go. It is. I saw it the other day, and I was. Oh my god! Why are these so hard to navigate? Here we go. Powder Kiss. It is a shade Resort Season. Does anyone have it? Is Hayley here? Hayley, I haven't responded to your message because I've been here, but I have it up, and I will also research things with you soon, and then we can film. But I'm trying to pick my Project Pan stuff, Hayley. What have you started yours? I have not even been on YouTube. But Resort Season is one that I want to get. It looks stunning. If I show you this, I'm going to move around a little bit of that. I want it. I don't need it. I want it. You're doing your makeup. Okay, cool. Excellent. I'm also doing my makeup, but just getting people to help me pick things for my Project Pan. This is another thing that I was thinking of using up, but it's a Moisture Matte Liquid Lip. I don't want to do a liquid lip. Oh, I don't want to do a liquid lip, but this color is really pretty, and I didn't want to give it up. It's Suva as well, R.I.P. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. Okay. It's very pretty. And it's a moisture matte, so it's not like... It's very pretty. It's very thin as well. How many lip products are you putting in yours, Hayley? Because I'm now got a couple, and I've got more to go. Where are my lip products? But that's pretty. But it also looks very... How many do I put in, guys? All three. Okay, you have three. We're doing quadruple. Okay, because I've got 4 at the moment, but I'm also thinking of adding some minis. I have been really very much enjoying these mini lipsticks from various brands, mainly Charlotte Tilbury. I've got another one. I think it's in my handbag. You have a liquid matte gloss and a balmy thing. Okay. I like this. What I might do is I might take this out. and put it in later. It's so hard. But these I was thinking of trying to pan as well. I do have a little pillow talk, which that can wait because I've got other nudes. This one is very pretty. This has been a bit mangled. This is Amazing Amal Mini Charlotte Tilbury. I've been wearing this quite a bit actually. It's very pretty. It's that. That Maybelline has less product than really less product. Okay. So, and then I was also looking at this, which is a little YSL Tatouage Couture Matte Stain in 16, which again is this. I've been wearing this a little bit actually just to test it out. It's this sort of color, that sort of more summery color. So there's a few things that I want to use. What I might do mini lipsticks. Okay. I also have another one of these in my handbag, which I'm not going to go get at the moment. But I was thinking of panning that one as well, but maybe I'll do this one first. I don't want to take this lip off. It's so pretty. I wanted to put that on to show it to you, but I don't want to take this off. So this is staying on. It's so pretty. I reckon I can do those two minis because, again, they're pinky colors, but one is sort of warmer, one is a bit cooler. We'll see how we go with those, and then I can add more in later. I'm gonna be ambitious. I'm gonna put them all in and see how we go. In terms of lip balms, though, summer fall transition. Look, bright gloss. I don't really have bright glosses. I have a lot of. I've got a lot of nude glosses. I do have to put a gloss in. Let me reach to some glosses. There we go. Surprisingly, not all that many glosses. I should still go on the, I used up one of these last year, really liked it. One of these are the Pat McGrath lip glosses. These are getting a bit separated and gross, but they're very pretty. I really like this Just a Tint from Colourpop, but it's got to go, and it's a nice sort of tinted shiny balm. Really pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Oh my god, super pretty. And then these are too thick. I have been playing around with Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. They are too bold and thick for my liking, so that one is actually going to go in the bin. Bye. These ones I might pan. So these are the Pat McGrath ones. I did that, whatever that Flesh Fantasy one was. This one is Wicked Whisper, and then I've got Faux Real, and they're really pretty. So again, they're not like that one and that one. I don't want to put it over that. It's too pretty. So I might try, which one? The lighter one. Should I try the light one? Because it'll layer quite well over some of the darker shades. I'm doing it. Let's do it. For real. Get in there. The other ones I was sort of thinking of was I have some Fenty and some Sigma that are on the chopping block. They're nice, but they're just getting old. But I think these are older, so I want to get through those. Those go back in there. See ya. This one I kind of want to use too because it's so nice. I can't have too many lip products. I'm going to lose them all. We know. We've been there. But that anyway. Lighter. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I think we got stuff. We've got a lot of stuff. I might hold these off for. Wait, did I put one in there? Yeah, I did. Hold those off for now. So what we've got is a lot of lip products. I almost feel like it could be a lip project by itself. Because I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. No, that's a cheap product. So we've got a little berry kind of pink, got a little more corally pink that sets, lip liner, you know this one, my red, a glossy red. I've got the one I'm wearing, Suva, RIP, it's beautiful. This color is so pretty. Badnam, gorgeous. Lip gloss in the light shade, and then this sort of browny, shiny one, which was called Brat Pack by Colourpop. That's what I'm going for. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I love lip products. They're my favourite. So they're going all in there. So I think that is it. Is there anything else that I should add? It's a lot. And again, the good thing is I'm going to lose them. So I should have more, because when I lose 2 of them, I can still work on the other 12. But I think, yeah, look, I'm not going to kick the minis. I do feel you, Katie. I do feel you. However, I've been putting them in a little tub here in my makeup desk. As long as I don't bring them out with me, I won't lose them. Oh, I also have this that I was thinking of panning. Do I add this? I've also earmarked this. I did 4 of them last year, and this one is so dark, but it's really beautiful. That's for winter. Let's talk about that in winter. Show the final selection. I can. This is a clear gloss, Kevin Aquan. It's beautiful. I know Hayley can attest to this, but it's like just a clear, shimmery, gorgeous one. I might like it. That's there. Oh, gorgeous. I might put that in as well, because sometimes you want it clear. The clear gloss would layer over what I'm wearing now. However, I'm digging the matte, so I'm not going to do that. Yes, they would be easy to finish. I think I've got 2 of them, so I'm going to use that one, and I've got another one in my drawer somewhere. Oh my God, these drawers are getting hectic. My drawers are getting used, so they're not hectic as in like out of hand. It's just that they're getting messy. I don't know what that was, but I have another one. Yeah, I feel like if I use it, if I reapply it regularly, I'll use it up. I agree with you. Okay, cool. So, and it does seem like a handbag one. I agree, Lydia. It's one that I can chuck in the handbag. Okay, I'll show you. Leave it by my desk. Good idea. I'll show you what I've got in here, and then I'm going to do a video anyway introducing a lot of it. I have spray, Smashbox spray. I have illuminating Misha BB Boomer primer, whatever. See how that goes. I do have my Revlon Color Stay that I've been currently wearing. So it is down to around there. So it's going to be pretty easy to use up. And then I'm going to try using up this Tint Idol thing that has been in a box for 5 years. And if this is funky or gross or something, I'm going to just turf it and then put in the Morphe ones, I think. Then powders, Pixie, this one. I'll use up this one pretty quickly. I use it very sparingly because it is so setting and dry, but it's the time to use it in summer because I'm more oily. I also have Nakia Joy. It smells so good. Yum, vanilla. But it's just because it's nearly done anyway, so let's finish that one up. Then I've got no bronzers. We agreed that I look dirty with bronzers at the moment, so we'll come back to that when I don't know, see more sun or something. Blushes, I have my Hourglass Mecca Glow, which is corally with a veining of like champagne shimmer, I suppose. I also have my M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Magic Hour, which is also baked, just a bit of a softer color, still very shimmery. Then for also, I've got my Rare Beauty minis. I've got 2 others in my drawer that if these are finished pretty quickly, I will use those probably in winter. But I've got a peachy colour and a goldy colour for highlighter blush. And then for highlighter, I'm bringing back my mate, Ozone by Nabla. Beautiful, beautiful, wet look gorgeousness. So that one I'm going to bring back into the fold. Eyeshadow, I'm going to use my Tone Activator Eye Primer by Kaleidos just because it's grubby and I don't like looking at it. I'm also going to try to pan my Nabla Cutie palette, but particularly focusing on the middle two shades because that's, when I tried to declutter this palette, that's the thing that stopped me, those middle two shades. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And then for a bit of fun on the eyes, I'm going to rehydrate my Iconic London. This is the Chrome Flash Eye Pot in Mystic, which is this gorgeousness. So it is dry, but I can rehydrate it, and it is a good all-in-one sort of one and done eyeshadow, or you can use it as a topper. So there's that. Then we're going up the face a little bit to brows. I'm just panning eyebrow gels so far anyway because I'm running very low on brow products. I did find, however, my brow powder. It was in my laptop bag. Why? I don't know. Yeah, so you went and got groceries and I'm still here. Well, yeah, I've been talking a lot, but we're recapping. And we'll be nearly done. So, but thank you for going back. My Winky Lux Gel, Universal Brow Gel. This has barely any product in it, so I'm going to start with that one. Then when it comes to eyeliners, I've got a lot. We're doing a lot this year. I've decided I need to clean out my eyeliners and use them up before they go dry. I always keep my brow products in my laptop. Well, it's my laptop bag, so it wasn't in my laptop. That would be weirder. So I've got this many eyeliners I'm going to try to use up this year. Some of them may be too dry and they might have to be thrown out. Oh, look, I would abandon me for Thai food, I'm just going to say. But it was closed. Oh, that sucks. That does suck. I feel your pain, and you're making me hungry. So I'm going to try to use up some I'll add in the liquid lighters as I go, but these are going to be the starting point. Got one lip liner, and then a whole bunch of lip products because they're my favorite. They're my favorite. So we've got lip gloss, matte liquid lip that I'm wearing today. A little lip. This ends up looking matte, little tatouage YSL thing. My old school cherry glaze huggable lip color that I love and adore, but it's nearly done. Brown shiny from Colourpop, clear, and then Charlotte Tilbury mini. That's them. So that's the recap. It's a lot of stuff. Yes, look, yes, 2025 year of lips and liners, and I feel you that because I was going through my eyeliner drawer, my eyeliner section of my drawer. Can I find another lip liner in here? You look too light. You got it. I have a lot of them, and a lot of them are going dry, but they're gorgeous. So I need to start using them before I lose them. Oh, I'm just going to say, if anyone likes a teal color, that Revlon, I don't know if it's still available, but holy, whenever I wear it, people ask me what I'm wearing, that they think it's like some high-end thing. This is super duper creamy and beautiful. And it's the most beautiful sort of teal liner. So it's the Revlon Creme Gel in Private Island. Mate, I love it. Am I doing any fragrances? No, I'm not. And I think Deanna can answer that for me. I really enjoy changing up my fragrances, and I do it multiple times a day. And it is part of my daily joy. So I don't want to force myself to pan anything right now. Also, I've started a fragrance channel So if I start panning fragrances, it's going to be the end of that. And I've just started it. So not just yet. But maybe I will next year. What about skincare? Look, I agree. If I pan fragrances, look, to be fair, I will get bored, but I could theoretically pan a fragrance that's not very long lasting, or a fragrance that I can wear to bed, which sounds absurd. Before I got heavily into fragrance, I was like, who wears fragrance to bed? It's become me. I now have a shower at night, get in my PJs and wear fragrance to bed. So it could be like I could pan something that's like a bed fragrance, or something that I can put on in the morning and then promptly reapply in a couple of hours. Like I could pan something like that, but I'm also trying not to think about it. Nail polish is this one here. I just did it before I turned the camera on. So this is White Rabbit by Mooncat. I put on an orange nail polish last night, but because I got stained nails from playing with food color with my son, I don't know if you can see, but in there I've got like stained nails. The orange was just looking really patchy, and it was showing the blue food coloring through. So I decided to go something that can blank it out and pretend it's not there. Anyway, so that's what skincare I'm not going to either, because I find that it's not much of a challenge, to be honest. I find it quite easy to pan skincare, and I just do it organically. So I feel like it's a lot to keep track of and like recap. So if I have to sit down and spend an hour discussing my project pan, I'm like, it gets kind of gets a bit much. Also, so a few people wear fragrances to bed. I thought it was odd, but like I've gotten quite into it. Bed fragrance is so nice. Yeah, I agree. Skin and body, too easy. Only do it if you have old stuff that you have. Yeah, look, I agree, Hayley. Or stuff that you don't like, but you're looking for a way to get use out of it. So, for example, I really hate like an oil. So I'm forcing myself to use it on my feet at night, and then I'm like holding yourself accountable. I agree, but I luckily don't have any of those in my collection right now. Not good. I think I've been pretty good at, Hayley can agree, I'm sure you can agree. We went through phases of like trying a lot of things. Hello, proud mama. You should be a proud mama. Go your good thing. We went through phases of like trying a lot of things and buying a lot of things, or getting just random stuff in PR, or like when you go to events like the Priceline thing, you just get all this skincare and you're like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. So you have to sort of force yourself to use it. But because we're sort of out of that routine and we took ourselves off a lot of PR lists and we don't really get invited to anything anymore, which is fine. I'm too busy anyway, I wouldn't go. But I now only purchase things that I want and I like reuse that I know that I like. So I don't want to use it up quickly because I'm sort of like cherishing it. Like, for example, I've got a vitamin C oil that I talked about in my skincare favorites of the year. And I don't want to repurchase that. It's like $90 or something to repurchase it. And I'm like, I would just prefer to use you very sparingly so I don't have to spend $90 to repurchase it. So for me, it's at the point where I'm sort of just happy with the skincare that I've got. I like everything I'm using. I'm not rushing to use anything up. So, I do use old skincare on my legs though. But again, I don't think I've got any skincare that I dislike so much these days that I want to use on my legs. I do use this on my fingers and like on my nails and my feet sometimes. Is Cora's, I think it's a rosehip oil. I got this, I think, in the Mecca sales last year, and I don't really like it on my face because it's a bit too greasy. Like, you know when you get like your hair sort of sticks to your face? It's a bit like that. So I use it like on my hands and my nails. So there are things that I do, But again, I'm not like rushing to use it up, if that makes sense. I'll just keep it at my desk and use it like this when I want to. It's fine. Yeah, look, I cringe at the makeup purchasing habits, but at the same time, like of like 2013 to 2018, like Haley and I were pretty bad. But at the same time, I think we've redeemed ourselves quite a lot. And also we, at the time, it was sort of our work. So we could sort of justify it a little bit. Whereas now I've got no excuse. Anyway, as a face shave oil, and I wash my face after. Oh, yeah. I sometimes use things like this on my legs when I'm about to shave my legs if I'm going to dry shave, but dry shaving, it never ends well, no matter what I put on it. But yeah, you have too many allergies for big fragrances. That sucks. That's annoying. I have in the past made some mistakes of trying fragrances before bed because I'm curious about them, like I've got a sample or something. And then I wake myself up with a headache because it actually causes me headaches. And I'm like, bloody fragrance. But you're too tired to get up and like wash it off. So I have had some bad sleeps because of fragrance. So you've got to sort of know which ones to use that feel cozy and nice. Deanna, do I dermaplane or does Lydia dermaplane? Because it sounds like Lydia dermaplanes. I have before, but I don't consistently. I think I don't know if I do. Maybe not. I don't. I had like one of those face dermaplane things. Do I? I don't, because I can't be bothered. I see the benefit of it. I kind of like the feeling of like feels nice as well. I can't be bothered. But I can understand why some people aren't, because it's cool. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm going to get ready, and I'm going to film with Haley. You have a love-hate relationship with it. Yeah, I feel you. I do get like fluffy top lip, which I should dermaplane more often, but I can't. I think I shaved my underarms for the first time in a month yesterday, so I'm not a big. I don't do. How many perfumes are on your wish list at the moment? Not too many, because I've received some that I did have on my wish list. And her confession, I don't think I like it. I'm really sad. But we're going to see how it goes. I'm kind of sad. Latifah did me dirty with her confession. That's my confession. I don't like it. Yeah, look, fluffy top lip, like, deal with it. I do occasionally pluck my one sort of rogue thing that comes out here. But, again, that's something that I remember. I'll notice it. All right, getting into face hair chat. I respect. Yes, you can tell me more about the Bali. Is there good fragrances in Bali? I've heard a few people say that like there's some really good stuff. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Haley and I are not doing a live. We're filming trends, a trend video. You're going to have to tell me about Bali fragrances. I'm going to have to hear about it. Thank you to everyone that chimed in and helped me. It cleared a lot of the, fog that I had about picking my Project Pan products. So I appreciate that. I also have randomly decluttered a lot of lip liners and a few things. So that is progress. And thank you to everyone that it is when it's 4 a.m. in Poland or whatever. I appreciate you joining. Get some sleep, read a book, have fun. Send me messages of saucy vampire recommendations or whatever. I'm keen to look for a new book. And my hair's growing fast. I've got to chop it again. and I will see you all soon. Bye. See you in Trend News. Bye.